Down in the place to be. Forget your cares and the more, most definitely.
What goes on, guys? We're back here again with yet another review, and today we're going to be taking a look at something that I don't know why it exists. We're going to be taking a look at the brand new Playmates toys, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles meets Stranger Things. Who the fuck came up with this, right? One thing that I'm going to get off right off the bat is I don't care about the Stranger Things figures. I love Stranger Things, but these are not the versions of the characters that I want. And frankly, they don't look great. Hopper actually looks better than I thought he would. But 11's really not doing it for me. But the packaging is awesome. So as you could see, you want it turtle style, you do it like that. And then you could see Eastman and Laird's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's the Mirage Turtles, which is also like, why are they doing that? I don't mind, but why are they doing that? And then you get like 11 and Hopper on the upside down. I really like that artwork though. And I think that the figures definitely reflect the artwork really nice. And then on the side, you don't really get anything. And then just turtles in the upside down. And then barcode for Leo and 11. And then over here, you get some awesome artwork of Hopper, the homie Hopper. That's just not the hop I want. And then Raphael, the worst turtle. And then there's their barcode. But yeah, without further ado, enough of me yapping. Let's go ahead and get these guys out of the packaging. Getting these out of the packaging. Okay, Playmates, I see you. Yeah, you're coming into the figure game? What's going on here? Because while these are not perfect, they are a vast improvement over their last set of turtles, at least the ones that I got. Those turtles that they were using for years. I think the 2-packs, I saw them at the same time I saw these guys, but I just wasn't interested in them. The 2-packs with the Street Fighter characters, with Ryu and Chun-Li, I think it is. Yeah, it was definitely Chun-Li with Mikey, but I don't really care about them, and I don't really like the Turtles designs, so I didn't get them. That's the body that they've been using, but these are improvements upon that. There might be reused parts, but honestly, I don't know. These Turtles might be all new sculpt. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at some of my other videos. I got the ones with the Cobra Kais, because I liked that they had the geese. But these ones are the Mirage Turtles 2 and through, and with a couple paint apps, these could be pretty damn cool. So without further ado, I'm going to do one 2-pack at a time. I'll do the 2-pack that I like the least and then the one that I like the most. So without further ado, let's take a look at Elle and Leo. Now, the reason that these two are not my favorites is because I have the most complaints about each of these figures individually. We'll start with Elle, just because the turtles are pretty much the same, and you'll see that as we go along. But I don't really like, the head sculpt looks like the art that they showed at the box. And I like that. I like when the art reflects what they're trying to go for, but it just doesn't look like Elle, if that makes sense. Like, it doesn't look like 11, doesn't look like, Millie Bobby Brown. It doesn't look like that. The hair is sculpted nice. There's a little bit of paint in the top. Now, I do like the little flannelly color thing, but it looks like mine didn't get paint apps on the front of her arm right here. Looks like it's missing one of the tampos, which kind of sucks, but what are you going to do? I do like the sculpt of the shirt. It's got a little silver buckle that they painted in there. The little pin is, like the little button, I guess, is painted on her pants, which is nice. And then, you get a really soft sculpt for the body. Not a lot of detail in terms of wrinkles and stuff. I do like the little bracelet on there. So like, she looks okay for what they were going for. It's just what they were going for is not something that I'm entirely interested in. You know what I mean? But she does come with a good amount of accessories. First off, she comes with the cassette tape and the headphones, which are way too big for her. I don't really know why they bothered giving this to her, to be honest. And then you can have her hold the cassette tape like that. I don't know. I don't really like these for them. They do work on the turtles, which I'll show in a second. And then she also comes with a backpack, which I do like. And you can, you can get that on her. You just want to put her arms back and then kind of twist her arm in there. Kind of like Christy up in the air, right? But the backpack does look pretty nice. It's got a couple paint apps on there. I don't really remember her having a backpack like this, but probably, I don't know. I don't really pay attention to shit like that. And then finally she comes, for her specifically, she comes with a flashlight. And I really like the flashlight. Almost makes me wish I wasn't going to sell these. Yeah, I am selling the Hopper and the 11. Don't want them, but I'm sure some Stranger Things fan out there will. So there we go. One thing that I'll say is the grip hands do not hold anything on barely any of these figures. Like, that's terrible. And a couple other figures are exactly the same. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, there's 11. Oh, before I forget, 11 also does come with this little walkie-talkie. I thought it came with Hopper, but then I looked at the packaging and it doesn't. It comes with the L. So that looks pretty cool. I do like that. Then we have Leo, and I really like the head sculpt. That is a Mirage Turtles head sculpt. I don't have any of the Mirage Turtles from Neca, unfortunately. I would love those figures, but I would love the black and white versions. Actually, I do have the 3 3/4 inch, like little ones by Playmates. These are bigger than that. I would like to get a repaint of these. I'm just addicted to different versions of the Turtles, and this is nice, so I do like it. It just needs paint job. Put a little wash on this guy on the green. The shell would really show up. I do really like that. Now this sculpt here, I'm just going to kind of bring him in for a second, is exactly the same as Raphael. It's just they have a different head and different weapons. That's it, because the Mirage Turtles, everybody knows that they're all the same color. They all have the same donations on the like ropes and or you know, like the belts and stuff. They don't have the letters on there, so there's no way to tell what turtle it is other than the weapons. So whatever you're looking at in terms of sculpt for this guy, you're going to do it with Raphael as well. But I'll give you a better look at him in a second. But yeah, a wash on this would be really nice. Now, I do like the feet. I will say that I think they're a tad big, though. Like, even for this version of the Turtles. I know that this version of the Turtles has big clodhopper feet, and I like that, but I don't feel like the sculpt reflects that in the calf, because usually they're like wide at the calf. This tapers in, and then it's just like giant feet on the bottom of it, which makes him good for posing. He's pretty easy to stand with like minimal effort because of these big feet, so that doesn't really bother me. And he does have his tail, which I like that. It's pretty cool. So yeah, I do like the sculpt of this. I like the color too. It does get a little chewed up on the shoulder, which is kind of annoying. Now, my biggest complaint with Leo is that obviously you see his katana here. They are extremely cheaply made. The paint already chips off like when you put it in his hand, which is stupid, and then the plastic is really dull. Which is dumb that the paint comes off because it barely fucking stays in his hand. It's like the loosest fit ever, the same as L. You have to like, wow, now it does it, but you have to like wedge it in there, and that's what made the paint come off. So it's either you wedge it in there and get the paint to come off, or you have the weapon in, or you don't, you know? It's like, whatever, but I don't know. I guess that doesn't look too bad. I like that. But anyway, taking a look at his accessories, because he comes with not much else except one accessory that I can't believe that they made. Eggo Waffle Shuriken. This is probably the best accessory ever. Look at that. Are you kidding me? Get the fuck out of here. That is an awesome idea. This is how these turtles are going to be displayed on the shelf when I have my turtles display. They're all holding the Eggo waffles. That's a thing, okay? Because the Playmates took the effort to make something completely unique. It can't be reused anywhere. I fucking love it. Eggo Waffle Ninja Star. Whoever thought of that needs a raise. Now, as far as Raphael goes, again, his mouth is just open on the other side, and he comes with this side. His side have the same problems of being a little loose in this hand in particular, and then, you know, just really dull plastic. Not a big fan of that. In terms of other accessories for Raph, he also does come with the Shuriken Waffle. So, yeah, they're all getting the Shuriken Waffle in this hand. That's just how that goes, because it does hold the waffle better than their weapons. So, I like that. You can have them, like, eating the waffle or throwing the waffle. It's just really damn cool that they even decided to do that. I fucking love that. But that is really cool. But pretty much that's it for Raphael. So, of course, now we got to talk about the main man himself, Hopper. Ooh, man. Hop is definitely my favorite character in the show. I do like Murray, and I like Dustin a lot, too. But Hop is the GOAT. I really like Hop. He comes with the headphones as well, just to get them out of the way. And I don't like the way they look on him neither. I'll show you what they look like on the turtles in a second. But taking a look at Hopper's head sculpt here, I really like what they got going on, for the most part. You can I think that definitely looks like Dave Arver better than the other one looks like Millie Bobby Brown. But it also does look like the art that they put on the box. Now, this tempo is awesome for the Hawaiian shirt. It goes all the way around like the Miami Vice type thing. I do like the way that it looks. This is season 3, Al and Hopper, by the way, I believe. I think that's what I'm getting the vibe of, but I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, let me know. Now, he does have good paint on the belt. It's got a nice silver or gold buckle on there. The belt goes all the way through. His watch has nice silver on it. And he's got, he's kind of buff, but he's got the dad bod as well. Good on you, Hopper. Good on you, Hop. And then he's got his big boots. I like the way they look. The pants have a really soft sculpt. I'm not a huge fan of the way that they look. But, I understand that they're not going for the detailed look. They're going for the more, I don't know, like vintage toy look, I guess. But I don't know, not a big fan of it. In terms of articulation for everybody, we'll start with the turtles. Leo, or this is Raph, looks up, or the turtles, because they're all going to be the same. He looks up and down that far. Shoulder goes up that much, down, rotate 360, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. The arms may be reuse, I'm not sure. The hands are definitely not, because they don't have the stupid articulated fingers. You do get a hinge, no torso articulation, which honestly, that never really bothers me on turtles. The hips only go outwards about that far down. He'll kick forward, back, upper thigh cut, but it's kind of arbitrary. Not really needed, because the ball joint that they put it on really swivels and gets good movement. So kind of wish they didn't even bother with the thigh cut. Double jointed knees that go actually pretty far. I like that. And then the ankle goes down, up, and pivot. It's not a very good angle, but it works. For L, the head's going to look up, not very much at all. Down, rotate 360, and pivot. It's just on a ball peg. Double. Elbow, shoulder, god damn, shoulder hinges up, rotates 360, single jointed elbow that does rotate, and then the wrist swivel and hinge. That's fine. And then you just get a waist twist, really basic stuff, no ball peg. The hips, she can do the splits actually, which is kind of crazy. So she can do the splits, kick forward, back, upper thigh cut. I hate these knees because they rotate at the knee. And you get that. That is the movement on that. I understand that she doesn't need a lot of articulation, but don't even bother. The ankle goes down, up, and just swivels, no pivot. Hopper's a pretty similar setup. It's just a different range because of Hopper. The head goes up, down, rotates 360. Shoulder goes up, down, rotates 360. You get a horrendous bicep swivel. Yeah, it looks good in neutral, but any other position just looks weird. Single jointed elbows that only move in less than 90, and then the wrist swivel and hinge. It's just very loose joints too, so he's very wobbly. Swivel. The hips can do almost a full split. That's pretty good. The hip goes back and forward that much. Single jointed knee with thigh cut. That's terrible. Don't even bother. Rotates there, and then the ankle goes down, up, and rotates. But since the cuff of the pants is low, he just becomes so bony. You gotta really be cautious of how you're doing it, which can be annoying. And before I forget, taking a look at Hopper's accessories, he does come with the same flashlight that L does, but he comes with his axe, which I like. I like the axe. Looks really nice. Get a little bit of paint on there. And then he also comes with the bat with the spikes in it. So that makes me think it's season 3 for sure, but he does hold the bat pretty well. So I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Looks pretty cool. So, yeah, there's Hopper and all the articulation of everybody. So that's what the turtles look like with the headphones. I think it looks better on them. But in terms of scaling, here they are with NECA's Silly Kong, and then McFarlane Toys' DC Multiverse Dark Knight Returns Batman. Here they are next to the Fortnite series Jazzwares Peely. And then here they are next to a couple Marvel Legends in the form of Zombie Captain America and Darwin. So they're pretty much 6-inch scale, I would say. The turtles are kind of big. I mean, they're definitely way too big in my opinion for this version of them, but it really doesn't bother me. I just want different versions of the turtles. Hopper also does come with a gun. I meant to say that. It looks nice. Overall, I think these figures are pretty cool. They're not the best figures in the world in terms of the Stranger Things ones, but I think the turtles are pretty damn good. It's just hard to beat NECA. I mean, come on now. But I like the improvements made to the turtles, and I think that these Stranger Things figures have potential. I think the other rumored ones are Lucas and Dustin. I don't know why they didn't do the 4 boys and the 4 brothers, but whatever. Hopper and Al, I guess. But for these 2 packs, $40 a piece, I'll go ahead and give them a 7 out of 10. The Stranger Things figures bring them down a little bit. I'm a little upset that Al doesn't have the full paint, but these Eggo Waffle Ninja Stars make the whole thing. But anyway, I think that's all I got for today. So if you have not already, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Also be sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I have a lot of fun over there, and I'm sure you all will too. But as always, let me know. You copping? You gonna pick these guys up? Let me know. I'll see you guys in the Upside Down. Peace.